At 53, the tragedy of Dwayne Johnson is beyond heartbreaking, and it has left millions of fans around the world stunned because no one ever imagined that The Rock, the man who built his name on strength, resilience, and unstoppable energy, could face such devastating struggles in his personal life. To the world, Dwayne Johnson has always been a larger-than-life figure, a wrestling superstar who conquered the WWE with unmatched charisma, a Hollywood giant who turned himself into one of the highest-grossing actors of all time, and a motivational figure whose words and work ethic inspired countless people to keep pushing forward no matter the odds. He has played heroes, warriors, and men who could take on impossible battles and win. But behind the cameras, behind the electrifying smile and the powerful physique, the truth of Dwayne Johnson's life tells a much sadder story, one filled with battles that most fans never saw coming. From his childhood, Johnson's life was shaped by hardship. Born into a wrestling family, he grew up watching both the glamour and the struggles of life in the ring. At times, his family battled with poverty so severe that he has recalled moments when there was no food to eat or when his family was forced out of their home. Those early experiences planted both resilience and scars in him, driving him to work harder than anyone else, but also leaving behind wounds that fame and success could never completely heal. As a teenager, Johnson faced rejection, loneliness, and run-ins with the law. He often speaks of those dark days when he felt directionless and abandoned, when the path ahead seemed to hold nothing but disappointment. These struggles became the fuel for the man the world would later know as The Rock. But the pain from that time never fully disappeared. The tragedy deepened as Johnson's career exploded. While fans only saw the glamorous roles in blockbuster films or the confident wrestler raising an eyebrow in the WWE ring, behind the scenes, Dwayne was struggling with mental health battles that few knew about. He has openly spoken in recent years about his battles with depression, confessing that there were times when he felt completely broken and didn't know how to go on. The image of an indestructible giant hid the reality of a man who carried pain, heartbreak, and fear. The heartbreak of failed relationships, the exhaustion of constant pressure to be perfect, and the weight of expectations from millions of fans all combined to make his private life much darker than anyone imagined. At 53, the tragedy of Dwayne Johnson is not just about what he has already endured, but about the reminder that even the strongest people can be brought to their knees. Fame has its cost, and in Johnson's case, it has meant sacrificing privacy, peace, and a sense of normalcy. For every smile he shows to the cameras, there are countless untold stories of struggle, nights of loneliness, and moments where the burden of being The Rock has been almost too much to bear. His journey proves that strength isn't just about muscles or success, it's about carrying heartbreaks that never truly fade. For fans, learning the truth about Johnson's struggles is heartbreaking, because he has always been seen as the symbol of positivity and perseverance. To know that even he has faced tragedies so deep and personal reminds the world that no one is immune to suffering, no matter how powerful they may seem. His life at 53 is a story of triumph mixed with tragedy, of a man who rose from nothing to global fame, but who has carried scars every step of the way. The tragedy of Dwayne Johnson is beyond heartbreaking because it forces fans to see their hero in a new light, not just as The Rock, who conquers every obstacle, but as a man who has lived through poverty, heartbreak, depression, and pain while still giving the world hope through his strength. His story is one of inspiration, but it is also one of sorrow, showing that behind the legend lies a very human heart that has suffered more than most will ever know.